Hello and welcome to Hexed Encounter. My name is Joe. Today I'm doing part 2 of my playthrough of Scenario 3 from Scream, Aim, Fire, Pacific from Tiny Battle Publishing, designed by Jay Kirkpatrick. So we finished turn 1 yesterday, and I discovered when I was editing the video for it that I didn't actually do the machine gun phase of the Japanese turn in turn 1. So I'm going to do that right now. So it's actually quite simple. They have 3 machine guns, but only one of them actually has a shot currently. And that's this guy right here, who has his choice of these 2 units to attack. So what we'll do here is they typically prioritize by cover and then by, well, it's proximity, then cover, and then level. And so since these are both 1 hex away, they're both in no cover, and the priority would then go to being the veteran unit here. So they will shoot at the veteran unit. So they'll need to roll a 5 to do damage. So we roll 1 die, and they rolled a 1, so that's not going to be any damage. Okay, so that completes their missed opportunity. This machine gun, these are tanks, and they're also behind buildings, so no line of sight. This machine gun, we've got jungle here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy's one hex out of range, and it can't see these 2, and it also can't shoot at the tank. Even though it's in range, it's a tank, and it can't shoot at tanks. So we'll move on to turn number 2. So I've already moved the marker. So the first thing we're going to do is the artillery phase for the Japanese. You roll 4 d6s, so we have 2. We're going to do this twice. So we roll, and we got 1, 6. So we have 2 tanks. We'll say it hits this one. Since it hit, I guess I just pull a damage chit, and it says bounced. So no damage there. Now we'll roll for the other one. And it also rolled 1, 6. So the closest unit, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is also a tank. So let's pull the shit out. And we get a destroyed for 10 morale. Okay, so this tank is eliminated. And they get 1. The Americans have no morale to lose, so they stay at 0. We move on to the spotted phase. There's no, they have plenty of units. No need to worry about that. Now we roll our 7. We've got a 1, 2 2s, 2 3s, a 4, and a 6. Okay. Well, if I change one of my 1s to a 1, I can do an assault on here, which might be worth doing. Or I could just fire on that machine gun. That might be better. With these 2 2s, I have 2 firing missions I can do. If I have 2 4s, I can fire mortars. So maybe I'll do that. I'll change this to a 4. Or maybe I'll leave that a 3. And I'll change this 4 to a 5 so I get a tank action. So that's what I'm going to do. So now I have a 1 that I'll use here, 2 2s, 2 3s, a 5, and a 6. All right, so we'll do the 1 first. Actually, no, I don't need it here. So, shoot. Okay. So I need to make that a 2. This will go back to being a 4, and we won't have any tank actions. All right, so I changed the 1 to a 2, so we have 3 2s, 2 3s, a 4, and a 6. Okay. So, let's see. What are we going to do here? Let's say that we will... okay, first thing I'll do is I'll use one of my 2s for a fire from this guy to here. Okay, so we're going to fire there. And that'll use this one. So we roll. He's a veteran, so he gets a +1. There's a -1. Oh, wait, no. We pull a cover card. Sorry. Bunker, no fire. Again, that's twice with the veteran that I got that. All right, so I'll use one. I'll use one of my other 2s to fire the infantry, and we draw another cover card. Light cover +1. So we need a 5. Ugh. And we don't get it, of course. This is brutal. All right, so these guys are done. Waste of time. Let's see. I guess we'll use this 2 to move this guy. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, and now we've got 2 3s. So this is a possible move and fire situation. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He can't get there. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can get close enough to shoot at him. But 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to use one of my 3s. And he should be flipped over. To go here with this veteran. 2, 3. Yeah, he's not in firing range. So this guy is going to attack the machine gun. Draw a cover card. Hard cover +2, so that now is a 6. But because he's a veteran, we really only need a 5. Which I won't get, but we'll try it. Nope, it's a 2, so that's a nothing as well. Boy, I can't eliminate anybody. With my other 3, I'm going to move my veterans with the lieutenant here. So they can go 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's where we want them. All right. So they'll go here. They won't fire. There's nobody in range. Now for the 6, I don't really have anything to do with the 6, so the 6 is just going to get wasted. So that will end that, and then we do. Yeah, that's it. We don't have anything else to do. So reserve check doesn't happen till turn 3, so we flip this over. Japanese go. Their first thing is to activate their pillboxes. So we got this guy here. He can't shoot at the tank. This guy's out of range. 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got no targets. This one, 2, 3. Yeah, he's got no targets. This one, 2, 3, 4. He's got no targets. So no targets for the pillboxes. Now we do the Japanese infantry. I'm going to need to redraw. I'm going to need to shuffle my action cards, but I will draw the last few first. So we'll start with this guy right here. He's not alert, so he gets move up to 1 hex, fire if within range, change to alert if unit fired. So his range is only 3. He can't fire through. Yeah, he's got no shot either. Next guy, we'll do this one here. Move up to 2 hexes, change to alert. So he's a 14. I don't think I have a 14 anywhere. Nope. Okay, so go 1, 2. And he gets changed to alert as well. Okay, now we'll do this guy. No action. So now I have to shuffle these. Now we'll do, we just did him. We'll do this guy, number 5. And we'll flip a card. No action. Now we've got our alert unit, so we'll take this guy here. So alert looks at red. So it says move up to 3 hexes, fire change to calm, assault if within range. So he can move 3 hexes. So if he goes 1, 2, 3. Now it says assault if within range. So they're right adjacent to each other. So I'm assuming that means he's in range. So we'll do an assault. Now the way an assault works is you take 4 dice, roll them. If they add up to 14 or more, it's success. If not, you lose. 11, 13, 14. So that is successful, of course. And so that stays. This goes up. And it said if they fire to change to calm. So I guess I'm going to leave them at calm. Okay, so this one is a hit the dirt, fire +1, move 1 hex, fire if in range. So they don't have anybody in range. They're going to have to move 1 hex. And their range is only 3. 1, 2, 3. So they can't shoot at this guy. So that's going to end their turn. So now we move to the machine guns. We have this guy again. So again, they'll fire at the veteran as the closest and highest ranked. 2 is a miss. This machine gun still has no shot. The other machine gun is here. So he has no shot either. Okay, so now we do tanks. So we know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're more than 8 away. They move 2. And these guys, they're here. So they move 1. He still can't fire because of the buildings. So he will also move 1, and he will move 1. And that ends their turn. Now we do the bonsai check. So we roll 1 die. It's a 1, so no bonsai. We go to turn 3. And we do our artillery again. So we roll 4 dice. Oh, God. 3 6s. 3 6s. Okay. So we got 2 tanks here. Just going to pull 2. Bail out, 5 morale. So both these tanks are eliminated. I got no chance. I'm done, basically, I think, in this mission. I can't kill anybody, and they're wiping me out left and right. So now we roll for this gun. They get another hit. The closest. That's 8 away. So that's got to be the closest one. So he gets a panic. Okay, we're really doing well here. Now we roll for our orders. Well, we got 3 4s, a 3, a 2, a 5, and a 6. Well, I guess we're going to try to do some mortar attacks because we have 2 4s. If I change one of the 3s to a 4, that would give me 2. So we'll do that. I've only got 2 tanks left, so I'm basically toast here. So we're going to have 2 mortars. Now the way mortar attacks work is you need to make sure it has line of sight. So we do have line of sight with the lieutenant because you can use the lieutenant as well, and he's here. So we'll use we'll aim at the machine gun, I guess, since they can see that. And then if you roll doubles, you can actually hit an adjacent within 2 hexes, so they could actually hit a tank as well. So we'll fire this mortar with the first lieutenant and try for this machine gun here, because mortars have unlimited range. So the way the mortars work is a 1d6 of 3 or more. So I'm going to roll one of these. If it's higher than a 3, they're ranged in. Oh, come on, man. A 1. All right, so that didn't work. So now we'll let this guy try the same thing at that machine gun using the spotter. If he rolls a 3 or more, 5. Okay, good. So now we roll 2 d6s. And we got a 4 and a 2. So the 4 hits, because you take the highest one. The 4 hits, he's destroyed. You don't do a damage check, he's just destroyed. And you get 5 morale. Okay, so that takes care of the 2 mortar attacks. Now with the 2, I'm going to use my veteran. I'm going to try again to get this machine gun. So we draw a cover card. Hard cover plus 2, so that's a 6. Minus 1 is a 5. So we need a 5 or a 6. And we won't get it. Nope, we got a 1. We're great at rolling 1s, so that's nothing. I didn't even flip these guys back over. 5. Let's see if we can pull their tanks down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See if we can pull their tanks down and see if we can maybe kill some of their tanks. So that takes care of the tanks move. Now we have a 6 again. So I think I'm still stuck in that. I can't do anything. So that will end that. Now, since it is turn 3, we can finally do a reserve. So if I roll 1 die and get a 6, then we get reserves. And I've got a 4. So no reserves. We go to the Japanese turn. And so the first thing we do in the Japanese turn, of course, is we fire our pillboxes. So again, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have no targets. Here, this 1, 2, 3, no targets. This 1, 2, 3, 4, no targets. So now we go to the infantry. We pull an action card. We'll start here. They are calm, so move up to 1 hex, fire if within range, change to alert if fired. So we'll go here. They're not in, well, they are in range, but they can't see him because it's through the forest, jungle. It's through the jungle. So this guy's done. We'll do this one next. He's alert, so it's move up to 3 hexes, fire change to calm, assault unit if within range. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, they'll assault. Now maybe we won't roll a 14 this time, but I'm guessing we probably will. Because that's just how I roll, baby. No, we didn't. So we got 8, 11, 12. They're eliminated. We get 5. We move on to this guy. No, that's a machine gun. We'll do this guy back here. Or this. Oh, I forgot to move the lieutenant. 1, 2. I didn't move him last turn, and I probably should have. But, yeah, I definitely should have moved him last turn, so I missed that guy. I'm sorry. I make plenty of mistakes. So I do need to flip these guys so I know who moved. So we'll do this guy next. Draw an action card. He's not alert. Move up to 1 hex. Fire if within range. Change to alert if fired. He's not going to fire, so he's just going to move 1. We'll do this guy next, right here. Move up to 2 hexes. Change to alert. 1, 2. Change to alert. Drop an alert on him. Next is this veterans. He's alert. Fire if in range. Move up to 2 hexes. Assault if possible. So fire if in range. I'm guessing he can hit this guy. And because he's panicked, I think they get a +1 modifier on their, or -1 die on the die roll. So he's got no cover. It's a 4 to hit. So we're going to roll. And then he can move 2 hexes after, because you can do the actions, the multiple actions. So we'll roll 1 die. It's a 6, so that's a hit. So since he's already panicked, that kills him. This goes down. This goes up. This goes out. Now he can move 2. 1, 2. No assault is possible. And he's moved now as well. So the Americans have lost 5 units, and the Japanese have lost 1. Maybe I'm just really bad at this game. Maybe I should wait and let them come to me and then kill them. Maybe that would have been the better strategy. Because what I did here isn't working. So we need to do this guy, I guess. And he's the last one I have not moved. So this is actually our last action card as well. He's not alert, so it gets moved 2 hexes, changed to alert. So he'll go 1, 2, and he becomes alert as well. Back. So we go on to turn number 4 here. Artillery. So we roll 4 dice. We roll 2 more 6s as they continue to just destroy us with artillery. So this is going to be the closest unit, I'm pretty sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's actually this guy. So he gets a panic. Okay, and then this would be the well, these 2 are tied, but I'm guessing they would see this one as the more valuable. So we'll make him panicked as well. So I need to roll some 1s this turn. Well, I guess technically they both get it. Okay, now we roll for the bottom artillery. They also get a hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So does that eliminate? Because he's got to be the closest. So I'm going to say that eliminates him as well. This goes down. This goes up. They've now hit their reserve level. So I roll 1 die. Oh, wait, no, we use a reserve card, I believe. 2 infantry, 1 heavy machine gun. So we actually have one that's marked for the mortar, and the other one's marked 15, and the 15 was just eliminated, actually, I believe. Or am I wrong about that? That's 13. 10, 2. I've only got like a handful of... Oh, he's up here. So now we have 2 people on the tail of the lieutenant. All right, so here we go. This is almost becoming untenable, and I may just stop because I can't win. This 3-part series might become 2. And of course, I did get 2 1s, so that's good. I need those. Got 2 5s, 3 5s, 4 5s. I only have 2 tanks left. So I need to change one of those 5s, I guess. Make it a 4. No, well, I do have 1 4, so I'm going to change this 5 to a 4. So I have 2 4s so I can fire a mortar. I have 3 5s, which I'm not going to be able to use one of them because I only have 2 tanks left. So, first thing we're going to do, I guess, is try to recover this guy. So we're going to call in a medic. Right, so we bring the medic in. And then we roll, and the medic is successful, I believe, on a 4. 4 or higher. So we'll roll 1 die and not be successful. All right, well, we'll try it. Oh, that's right, we lost our other... Oh, brother. We lost our other panicked unit. He got eliminated. So, once again, when we need to roll a good number, we are not doing it. It's okay, so the other 1 is worthless. So now we have a 2, which lets us move or fire. So I'm going to fire this guy at the machine gun. I mean, I might as well. Or, you know what? I'm just going to fire at this infantry here. Since he is, he's in range and he's in clear. So we pull a cover card, and he gets light cover +1. So that's good, because that's only raises him to a 4. So much better chance of getting a 4, 5, or 6 than whatever we'd end up here. Oh my goodness. No more rolling that particular die. That thing is killing me. All right. So I guess I'll fire my mortar. I'm assuming he's still able to see, and he can see this guy. So this is our target for this mortar. Actually, this mortar might even be able to see him. I think he can. So we might not even need the lieutenant. So we're going to roll for what is it called? In range. So range fire. And we got a 3, which is the minimum we needed. So that's good. Now we roll 2. And if we can get a 4 or higher, he's dead. Okay, so we killed this guy. So that moves us up. That helps a little bit. So that was worthwhile. Now for our tanks, we will move. Our 1 tank is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to fire at the heavy machine gun team. So we're going to draw a cover card. Hard cover +2, so we need a 6. So we'll just roll this guy right here. Got a 5, which would have been great if it wasn't hard cover. So that takes care of him. And now we'll roll the other tank. I'm pretty sure he can see him too, because I don't think that line gets traced through this unit. So I'm gonna do the same thing. We draw a cover card. He gets light cover +1, so it's a 5 or a 6. And we got a 5. Finally. So that takes care of him. Actually, that's wrong. I need to draw the damage check. He did hit him. Now I'll draw like no damage or something. Oh, D +10. Okay, so he's destroyed. And we get 10 morale. So it goes up to 15. And that's all I can do. So that's going to end my turn. I'm going to flip the tank back because it doesn't matter at this point. So now it's Japanese turn again. We're back at the pillbox. I don't think any of the pillboxes have shots. Still, I believe that's still the case. Nobody's moved into their firing arc. So we will just move on to infantry. Lieutenant will move 2 more. So he's trying to get in position for an assault, and he tries to use cover as much as possible, but there's no cover here. And in order to get to him to do an assault, he's going to have to get up here. So I'm going to leave him here in the open. They can't fire at him anyway. And that's a flamethrower. You need 2 6s, and you have to be with like right next to them to do anything. So that's done. Let's flip him over so I remember. We'll do this guy now. Action card. He is calm, no action. So we'll flip him over. Now we've got our 2 new guys here, so we'll pull 1 out. Move 2 hexes, change to alert. So he'll go, he's number 15. So he's going to move up here. 1, 2. We'll flip him over. He gets alert. We'll draw for the next guy. No action. Now this guy, he's alert. Hit the dirt +1. Move 1 hex. Fire if in range. So that he's not going to be able to fire because he's not going to be in range. We'll just move him here. I'll flip him over. Is that it? Oh, we have this guy. He is alert. So hit the dirt +1 DRM. Change to a move 1 hex. Fire if in range. So he's going to move here and he's going to fire. Okay, so we have our veteran here. He needs a 5 to hit. And he got a 5, of course. So he becomes alert. And that is the end of that. Now we move tanks. Oh, we have this guy too. We have 1 more to do. Fire if in range. Move up to 2 hexes. Assault if possible. Okay, so he's going to fire at here. And then he's going to move 2 hexes. And he won't... See, again, I don't know if that means... Because typically to a... Well, I don't know. I'm a little unclear on whether he moves 2 and then he can move the additional 1 to make the assault. Or if he has to be within 2 to make the assault. I don't know. And he also rolls a 5. This is brutal, man. This is shades of what was going on in the other game. in the trenches. Every time I rolled the German machine gun, I was rolling 9s, 10s, 11s, and just destroying the Marines. And it's happening again. It's deja vu all over again, as Yogi Berra would say. So he can now move 2. I think last time I played it that he could do the assault, so we're just gonna do the assault. What the hell? I'm in bad shape anyway. And this is gonna be another successful assault. So another dead unit, and this guy goes here and he stays alert. And that's the end of that. Then we move our tanks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he moves 2. He will move 2. Actually, I don't think he could have done it that way. He would have to go like, we'll go like this, I guess. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then up here, this tank now moved down here, so they're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. They kind of have to go through here now because of the buildings. And that's one of the reasons I moved this tank down here, was to get them out. So now we roll the Bonsai, and I think the last unit that fired would have been my mortar unit now, because the one that was here is dead. So I don't know. Well, I didn't roll a 6 anyway. Okay, so we go. That was the Japanese turn 4. We're in turn 5. Things are looking pretty grim for the Americans. So we'll roll our artillery. That's sure to probably get 2 or 3 hits. And this time, actually, no hits. So miracles do happen. So that's this guy. We'll roll for this one now. And we got 1 hit. So this time the closest unit is probably the mortar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, it's the mortar. So this guy is now going to be panicked again. And now we roll for our turn. So I do have 2 units that could use a 1 now. So we got 2 1s, we got 2 2s, we got 2 4s, and we got a 3. That's actually not terrible. I can't do anything with my tanks, but I can make one of these 2s a 3, which makes a move and fire possible, so I'll do that. Do I even have 2? I don't even, oh, I do have 2 reserves. I have 1 here and 1 here. So I'm almost at the point where I can't win, because I have to have 2, not reserves, 2 veterans to get here and get 60 morale points to win. So if I lose this guy or this guy, I can't win, and then I'm just going to forfeit the game. But we're not at that point yet, so we'll roll this. We need a 4. We got a 4, okay? So once you roll a 4, this becomes an alert. I didn't put the chit on here, but I was using the first aid chit, so I'll put it on this guy. We're going to roll our other one here. Again, we need a 4. We got a 1. Okay. So those are my 2 4s. Now I have a 2. So, you know, with the way their forces are kind of concentrated down here, I'm going to move this guy this way. So I got my 2. He can go 4. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now he's adjacent to the lieutenant. So that actually helps a little bit. So that takes care of him. Now I've got my 2 3s, but I'm going to roll my mortar attack first. So again, I need a 3 to range it in. And I got a 3. Now we roll the 2. We're going for the lieutenant right here. And we got a 2. We got 2 2s, so that's a miss. So the mortar attack's done. Now we've got moves and move and fires. So first thing I'm going to do, I guess, is I will move. Boy, what am I going to do here? I'm going to move this unit into the buildings, and then I'm going to shoot at this guy. Because he's in the open. He's a 3. So I just need a 4. So I'll roll one of these other dice. And I got a 1. Figures. All right. So that's that. And now we've got this guy. We'll move him. We'll do the same thing. It's a 3. A move and fire. So we're going to go here, and we're going to shoot at this unit. 1, 2, oh wait, we're out of range here. I think I can hit this guy because it's up the, but I might be wrong. In which case I could just go 1, 2, because it's 2 to move in the jungle. So he's going to go here and he's going to shoot at this guy. So again, he needs a 3. Let's hopefully we can get a 3. Thank you. So now we got to pull a damage check. And we get a D plus 5, which means he's destroyed. And we get 5 morale. Okay, so that was actually fairly useful. And that was my last move. So now we roll the reserve phase, so we need to roll a 6. And we got a 4, so that was no good. Okay, so now we go over to the Japanese side. And the first thing for them, as always, is the pillbox. I still have not moved anybody into range of the pillbox, I don't think. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5. So no. No one in range of the pillbox here. This one, absolutely not. I got nothing here. And this one, 2, 3, 4, oh, 5. He can shoot at this guy. So pillboxes roll 3 dice, I believe. And he needs a 4 plus 1, I believe, for the cover. That's what it is. So I'm going to roll 3. We rolled 2 4s and a 2. But because this is a 5, since he's in here, that's a miss. Okay. Now we'll roll our... Oh, no, we don't do artillery. Artillery happens in the American turn. So we move on to infantry, and I had flipped these guys and not flipped them back. So now he's going to assault here. So we'll do that first. We're going to roll our 4 die. If we roll 14 or more, they are successful. If not, they are killed. So we got 10. Oh, we got it. We got it. So that's going to wipe out my veteran. So I now cannot win. So therefore, I'm going to say that I lost. And that's the end of the game. I'm just going to say that the Japanese won because I only have 1 veteran left. Actually, he was killed last turn, I think. Right? Oh, no, he's here. He's here. So that's it. They lost. They would have gotten knocked back down to there. There's just no way. I think, looking at this in terms of strategy, that might have been better. First of all, I rolled terribly. I mean, right off the bat, the first thing I rolled was to pull in their infantry, and I pulled in like 4 infantry and 3 veterans or something, which is terrible. Then the artillery was killing me. The artillery must have gotten 8, 9 hits in the 5 turns. And yeah, I think, in hindsight, you might want to wait and let them come to you a little bit. See, I'm always tempted to go on the offensive because my thought is you be aggressive, right? And bring the fight to them and try to knock the pillboxes out and so on and so forth. We couldn't even get close to the pillboxes. So in hindsight, the better strategy would have been, I think, to sit back and let them come and then, to kind of mitigate a little bit. But again, with the artillery knocking stuff out, the artillery has an unlimited range. Sitting back would protect you from, maybe I could have moved and set up some more interesting firing positions, use some jungle so they have a little cover, get into the building here, maybe try to get to this building, which is tough because of this guy and the fact that they had a machine gun right here and these tanks. I mean, my tanks got knocked out. We didn't knock out a single one of theirs. And in my head, I think, the Type 95 was a light tank. The Sherman was not a light tank. It was a medium tank. It shouldn't be, in my head, it shouldn't be as easy for a 95 to knock out a Sherman as it is for a Sherman to knock out a 95. Like, there should be some, and they do have that a little bit. If you pull the one or 2 binoculars, you have a chance to roll to save based on the front armor and the side armor. So I guess it is, but I feel like it should be a bigger a bigger difference. And plus, you pull the one with the fire on it, and he's dead anyway. And I pulled that, I think, twice. So I probably sound like I'm a little bitter, and I probably am a little bitter. I feel like this was harder than I thought it would be, which is, I guess, kudos to Jay for designing a game that is tough. I mean, this game is tough. And, my tactics probably weren't up to snuff. And I'm sure I missed some rules here and there because I always do. Once I play it a little bit more, I'll get a little more familiar with it. But I like the game. It's fun. It's frustrating. So, fun and frustrating is a sign of a good solitaire game, in my opinion. You want it to be a challenge because you're not playing a thinking opponent. You're playing a system that's using cards to determine what it does. So when that system can present a challenge, then that's good. And that's, to me, that's the mark of a good solitaire game. And this one is a good solitaire game, just as the previous version was. And, if he goes on and does, North Africa or Italy or something else, I'm sure it'll be just as good. So that will wrap it up. And so, as I said, I may do another episode just on maybe another scenario, since this one didn't go very well. But in general, I enjoy the game. As I said, it's a good game. I like the system. I wish the difference in the tanks was a little bit more pronounced. Maybe artillery is brutal. That's an argument for pushing forward as much as you can, so you can knock those suckers out, because they are brutal. So in general, I enjoyed my time with this scenario, even though I got my butt handed to me. And I'm going to wrap it up. So as always, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and most of all, subscribe if you have not. I really would appreciate it. And until next time, my name is Joe. This is Hexed Encountered. Happy gaming.